What you say, light skin? His Hogan's.
Heels for life, we in the zone. Steel chairs flying, bodies hitting the dome. Pyro pop in the crowd in the rage. Wrestling's all gospel, we preach from the stage. No face turns, just healing it raw. Fighting the rules, straight breaking the law. Mike in the ring, we cutting promo. Pie going platinum, better check the logo. Heels for life, we don't play fair. Gold belts, loud chants, feel it in the air. Heels for life, the squad so mean. Black boots stomping through your TV screen. Bell rings, we calling the heat. Pie bomb takes, we slamming the beat.
Neon lights flicker in a cold black air. Voices rising, but I don't really care. You keep crying about the fight, you don't fight. Why you always running scared of the night? Oh, you talk like you're climbing some wall, but you know where it all. This is your happiest time.
H4L in the building, we don't play. Welcome to the show, somebody hit the play. We loud every night, every day. Step inside the ring soon as you press play. Press play, press play, press play, yeah. Press play. H4L, yeah. H4L in the building. Press play. H4L in the building, we don't play. Hey, yeah. H4L in the building, we don't play. Welcome to the show, somebody hit that play. We loud every night, every day. Step inside the ring soon as you press play. Press play. Let the power ring out. H4L. Let the whole world shout. From the ropes to the mic, we don't fade away. If you ready for the show, go and press play. Press play. Feel the crowd go wild, turn it up. Let it run full and wild. From the ramp to your app, we just came to stay. If you rockin' with the squad, let it press play. Mic check, 1, 2, this is how we ride. 6 mics, 1 ring, whole team aside. From the bell to the close, we control the stage. Put the fight on blast, let it break the cage. Press play, let the pie ring out. H4L, let the whole house shout. From the ropes to the mic, we don't fade away. If you ready for the show, go and press play. Press play, feel the crowd go wild. Turn it up, let it run for a mile. From the ramp to your app, we just came to stay. If you rockin' with the squad, better press play. Wild card, let it charge. Slip the pace, we stay.
What's going on, wrestling true believers? It's a great day in Zipper. You know you missed us. We missed you as well. Okay. It wasn't on purpose. We just had a very busy last couple of 2 weeks, but we're here. But I do have great news on 2 fronts. First of all, we have officially made it past 1,000 subscribers, everybody. So shout out to y'all. Yes. Oh my God. Like, for real. But yeah, another shout out to you guys, for real. This has been a long road, y'all. Y'all just don't understand. It's not only making content, but then also, like, fighting against the algorithms and shit. But somehow, some way, we were able to persevere, and we were able to just rock and roll, and we're here now. So now the next road is 10K, and that will be accomplished, most definitely. But yes, everybody, let's kind of go around the room. Hi, I'm Chris, the host with the mostest has arrived. You know me and Shammy, Black and Bama Corporate. You know what I'm saying? And then, well, of course, we have Mr. Enforcer, we have Mr. Light Skin, and we have Mr. Mid South down below.
He's always
Remember
right.
to follow us on all social media platforms, including here on wherever you are following us, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, hopefully one day, maybe TikTok, but I digress. But tonight, everybody, we are going to have a nice discussion. We're not really going to talk about Raw, SmackDown, or AEW. We are going to talk about, we're going to kind of touch up on some of the shows, especially AEW Grand Slam this past Wednesday. And also we're going to talk a little bit about Collision. But the main shit that we are going to discuss, we are going to go over the state of professional wrestling in 2026. So we're going to talk about the stars. We're going to talk about breakout stars. We're going to talk about star of the year so far, men and women. We're going to talk about some of the shit that we have witnessed, we have like pointed out. So the next 2 hours is going to be very interesting, everybody. So, but without further ado, I'm going to give it over to the fellas because I'm still promoting, and repost, reshare, and shout out to Crazy Lunatic for donating to 199 or whatever. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you. Matter of fact, shout out to you. We will definitely recognize you next week, and also as far as the celebration goes, that will be hosted in 2 weeks. So stay tuned for that, and yeah, so I'll be back.
Fellas, what we want to talk about first? Anybody? Anybody?
So, I mean, it's the mid-year review basically in wrestling. So, I think where exactly should we start it out at? What are your thoughts so far on wrestling overall? Then we'll just break it down into separate categories.
So the wrestling that I do actually watch, I think has been great. We're getting a mix of a lot of wrestling, a lot of sports entertainment. We're getting more and more women's matches. So all around, I think 2026 has been a pretty good year for professional wrestling. And I mean across the board, not just in one company.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much what I was gonna say. People taking a lot of people are getting opportunities, taking the ball and run with it. Some people that we knew that could do it is actually getting an opportunity to show their stuff, and they're not looking back. It's a lot, so I'm not gonna just name one or two people. For the two major companies in the U.S., you already know who you are. Financially, I think both companies, I want to keep it for real, financially, both companies are looking up, for good or bad. But still, as a wrestling fan, let's just say I'm happy that wrestling is not where it was 20, 30 years ago, but it's still a conversation. Like, it's a new booming area for wrestling right now. Companies right now that we probably didn't know 4 or 5 years ago is out there, and they're shining. Again, they're shining on right now. Companies that had some bad luck probably 4 or 5 years ago is actually improving. Shout out to MLW. Shout out to Noah. Companies that had some bad luck is actually some good luck coming to their way. And then you got Wrestlers. I said it a couple episodes ago about those releases, and guess what? I hope y'all happy where they at. I hope y'all actually staying supportive. As much as y'all was mad about releases, I hope y'all still supporting them, and we still got more moves ahead. So I'm excited. I'm definitely excited for what's next, because as me and Miss South said a couple of nights ago, we don't know. We love it.
Yeah, I think that's the
This,
good thing about I'm not calling out one particular company, but we don't know what's going to happen at the next pay-per-view. It's the biggest show of the year. All In is the biggest show of the year for AEW, and we don't actually know what's going to happen. That's the point Enforcer was
Hmm.
going with there. We think Mercedes Moné, for instance, is going to be the women's champion at the end of All In. We don't actually know that to be true. It's a
Hmm.
lot of people that's pulling for Willow now, and not just because she's the baby face. You know what I mean? So us people who think we're in the know don't actually know anything. We don't even know if Osprey is actually going to pull this thing off. I mean, he is wrestling Kenny by God Omega, right?
Hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's great to be. It's great to treat this card that's coming up as a sport, because in a sport you don't actually know. You may think you do, but you don't actually know who's gonna win.
so I've actually thought that this year of wrestling has been really good, especially from the non-traditional side of what we're used to. Like everybody holds the one biggest company to the highest standard. Yet we're seeing more and more wrestling companies, not just AEW, but we're seeing MLW, we're seeing CMLL, we are seeing Noah, we are seeing Stardom, we're seeing Party Gold just came out and did something shocking that I didn't even expect to happen. You know, Unagi Sayaka coming back after Rossi Ogawa's recent comments about her.
Hmm.
So women's wrestling is on the rise, and I really truly believe that we will get a main event at one of these pay-per-views um, that will eventually showcase just how stacked the women's division truly is. So I cannot wait to see what happens, especially after All In, because when football season starts, that's when all of these wrestling companies seem to step their game up, because now you're competing with college football, you're competing with Sunday night football, you're competing with Monday night football. Like, you really have to step your game up. And most people will just kind of like throw it in the can, but I truly believe that eventually we're going to see something great here in the closing moments of 2026. And also keep in mind, we got the Continental Classic coming up.
I'm glad you said that, because I was just about to say, uh, with the if we're gonna stick with that AEW with this Continental Classic Cup, or how your Continental Cup thing. At first I was kind of upset, because I'm like, all right, now, damn it, another New Japan idea y'all taking here. But I like that I read the rules to it before I base any kind of content or whatever or came on this, is not understand it. And I love the rules. I love that it's a random pick thing, and it's not, oh, you won, but you know who you gonna face next. No, you don't, because it's another random pick and stuff. So I like that they put their own twist to it. I like that. We got the G1 right now, and the G1's on right now, is about to hit the finish line. So that means next weekend, the finals next weekend. Uh, WWE's doing a little tournament thing for, I forgot what it was. I think the face Roman, Mexico City episode of Raw, which is actually a sign for me, because I just give Luchador a chance to be on a I guess you could say another worldwide platform, show what they could do. I mean, it's good. It's a good thing to be a wrestling fan. It don't matter who you root for. If you watch wrestling, things looking up. Just like Lyson said, especially about the women. The women from all, I'm sure I could say MLW, AEW, WWE, Stardom, Marigold, all is moving up. Like, honestly, I mean, when I say like MLW and Stardom, Hate is on their way to MLW. And if you don't know about Hate, be like me. I'm catching up. Even though I got light skin over here, I gotta still look at it for myself, and I'm catching up. It's just good right now. Everything's so good right now. Of course, it's gonna have some ups and downs. I always say this: there's no such thing as a perfect wrestling company, but you'll find your niche in anything you watch. You'll find something you like, stick to that, and damn it, right now it's been a good first 6 months. Well, we on August, so first 8 months. So it's been good for wrestling right now. I'm excited. Unmute. Miss South, unmute.
So, fellas, what's your match of the week this week? What was your match of the week?
You're muted too, Chris.
So are y'all still hearing the echo?
Yeah.
So, yeah, some of you said they're hearing from light skin.
Sounds bad. I don't, like I said, I'm looking at y'all settings right now, and it looks fine. Let me check. I'll be right back.
It's fine.
You still hearing it on my end? Yeah, we are.
Say it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
The rain.
It is what it is. What was y'all's match of the week?
The match of the week, my brother. Shit. I probably got Speedball against Myron Reed. That was a dope match for Collision. But if I'm gonna go with a Speedball match, I'm going with Speedball and Kyle Fletcher. That match, those boys, it's awesome. That was awesome. Man, what is I'm trying to think of another match.
I really enjoyed that street fight on Grand Slam.
Hey Cam, I gotta contact with you, brother. I gotta ask you a question, man. I really do. And subscribe to his YouTube page, by the way. Good content. Oh, I definitely gotta ask you a question. What was that match you said?
I said that the street fight between Will Ospreay and Mark Davis I felt was good.
Yeah. The fact that there was no outside interference and it was 1-on-1, which is rare. Sorry, Brian Alvarez, but I liked it.
Fuck Brian Alvarez.
Will not. But yeah, that match was crazy. I knew somebody could go down those stairs. I like Darby's in the wrestling match. Yeah, Darby would go down the stairs. No, it was Will.
Right?
It was Will. But yeah, that's one of the matches. I gotta give WWE they little props too. Or at least Monday Night Raw anyway. Oh no, not Monday Night Raw. SmackDown. I'm sorry. SmackDown finally doing something that I've been wanting to do, is have CM Punk against Kevin Owens and bring up the real tension they got, and they did it real quick. So Note that this match is going to happen in Toronto. So it's not pay-per-view. It's going to be a random SmackDown. So I'm definitely looking forward for that because I don't think they ever wrestled one-on-one before. I was really trying to find it. They wrestled one-on-one.
Don't think they have.
Right. So
We're still hearing it. Fuck.
first time ever it happens on WWE. Ain't that a bitch? Yeah. We see something gonna happen. Anything else?
Andrade. His three was pretty good too, man, against Ciampa and Commander.
Oh, I'll
That
forget
match
about that match.
That match was pretty much a banger. And then the whole spiel out with him and MJF,
That
which is just great because now we know MJF is likely going to wrestle it all in now. We're real skeptical about it.
is he doing the He's doing the true world champion stick.
I think we need to stop comparing that.
What comparing what?
Jesus. The real world champion stick.
No. I'm comparing it as a historian, like not for the last person that did AEW. I mean, like I always tell you, MJF reminds me of Ric Flair in the '80s. With his mic work and how he gets when he gets pissed off, he reminds you of Ric Flair on TBS. He used to get worked up, and when Ric Flair did it twice. He did it for WWE and he did it for WCW. He's the real world champion, and he carried a belt with him. And now MJF is carrying the Triple B. He calling King Omega the paper champion, and he don't care who wins between the aerial assassin or the best bout machine. He's coming after them. So I always like that stick. No matter who does it, as long as it's done right, and as long as it's a good payoff, it gotta be a good payoff. So I believe it's gonna be a good payoff, especially if MJF gets that one more title match. I want to win this time.
No doubt.
Why your mic off? I can't hear you.
Still can't hear you.
Still nothing.
There you go. You got loose wire?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But what we were talking about the other day is what I really want to happen now, and I figured out exactly how I want it to happen. I don't want MJF to win this, the number 2 spot in the Casino Battle Royal.
Right.
I do not want him to win that now. I want that Casino Battle Royal to go on and go on and on and on. And right as MJF music hits, right before he enters the ring, the match ends.
I remember you said that. Yeah, that'd be funny.
That's what I want to happen.
That'd be funny. He said,
Matter of fact, it'd be great if Andrade wins it too. That would be even worse for him.
well, that opens the door for the ultimate revenge from MJF. He said he gonna get him back. That shit he did on Wednesday was not the payback. So, oh, bro, thank you, Willis, for reminding me. Ashe Wrestling. That's another favorite I had this past week. Congratulations to the gifted one, Yaya. He is the new Ashe Wrestling's men's world champion. And they set up a match for their next show, which is Labor Day weekend. And I think that's going to be my first Ashe Wrestling show. I think that's the one I'm going to go to. It's a steel cage match between the business, Billy Dixon, against the All-Father, Darius Carter.
Yep.
This is Ashe Wrestling's first steel cage match. So I want to be there for that.
Okay. Can y'all hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's start with the bullshit. Okay. 2026 literally has been a very turbulent year so far. right? Let's start with WWE first of all. Okay, I know. Let's start with the pleasantries. Let's call it for what it really is, right? The counter programming is absolutely atrocious, right? The wrestlers itself is very, very questionable, right? And the latest example has been WrestleMania and SummerSlam. Like SummerSlam literally struggled. WrestleMania struggled, right? There's not a lot of accountability at all. And y'all, I know some of I know like mainly you, Antonio, that you've been watching WWE, both SmackDown and Raw, which is fine. I have no problem with that. But the thing is that I don't see any evolution at all with that company. This is the last 2 years we have literally talked about the same thing. It's either Jay Cargill gets worse, seeing what happened on SmackDown. Now, that was the worst I've seen from her, period. And once again, this is the loudmouth. This is the one talking about my haters. But yet, you're not doing anything to improve your craft. You're trash, and I'm sorry. But like you made a believer out of me at WrestleMania, but then yet you go right back to your habits. Chelsea Green. What are they doing? The disrespect is pissing me off. So you already belittle her on Unreal. Then you make her the interim champion, right? I hate that title. It's like you basically saying she's a placeholder. Now she's injured. One of the chicks fucked up her eye on Friday. This is why I don't watch WWE. This is the reason why. It has nothing to do with tribalism. Nothing. The company do not want to fucking change at all. So I'm not going to go around here flashing WWE merch when they don't even want to. They don't even want to change. Let me go to AEW real quick because I don't even want to talk about WWE right now. Tony Khan has been on an incredible road until this past Wednesday. I don't like what he did to the Demand. We're gonna put the shit on the motherfucking table. We about to do it right now. I don't like what he did to the Demand. I don't like what he did to the Dogs. I don't like what he did to the goddamn Trios division. We sit up here, we're passing this shit around like it's fucking free trials. When did titles have fucking free trials? Why is Tony Khan like treating the Trios like, hey, you get a title, everybody gets a title? I mean, it's pissing me off. And the funny thing is, I'm mad at you. No, I can't be mad at Light Skin, and I can't be mad at Miss South because neither one of them watch it. But I am mad at you, Mr. Enforcer, because you didn't even bring it up. You were sitting here and you was like, I'm sorry for calling you out, but I'm like, you talked about no, hold on. You talked about everything but the Trios, and I'm just like, that should have been the first thing you should have talked about. We love the fucking Demand. Well, I don't know if you like the Demand, but I love the Demand.
Can I rebuttal that for a minute?
Yeah, if you let me finish. I've let y'all finish for like the last fucking 10 minutes while I'm back and trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with this goddamn echo. Shit. But anyway, I'm going to land my plane with this. Tony Khan really needs to do something about the Trios. I'm being dead serious about this. I've been seeing this. This has been an ongoing trend. And if no one is going to say anything about this, this is a symptom that needs to be fixed immediately. Okay, it does not make any sense that the Dogs, and I feel this way, they are the best trio that AEW has to offer right now. And for you to be treating them like this, no storyline, nothing. You give them a fucking title, they lose it 7 days later, no explanation whatsoever. Then the Demand, the Man is probably the second best trio right now. And yet, what the fuck is going on? Like, what the hell is going on with this goddamn booking? I'll let my plan. Go ahead.
Okay, so the reason why I didn't bring it in because that was not the question that was asked to me. The question I asked was, what was our favorite match of the week? Because I am upset about that. I am upset that a trios that is the man that was built off of Ricochet promising some gold this year, and he delivered. And then the next week he loses in Mexico for a feel good moment for Brodino and Hangman, who can't get the world heavyweight title no more, so he gets to do a world title, a championship. The Dogs, I think the same thing happened to them. They won it on one show and then they lost it on the pay per view. Correct me if I'm wrong.
They only had it for a week, so I don't know. I think they only had it for a week.
Okay, so the trios division, we go stick right there. We gonna stick on this level. The trios division.
And not to cut you off, but Miss South, what do you mean we just caring about the trio championship? I've always cared about it. I've just been sitting back and I've been just observing. I mean, just because I don't say anything does not mean I'm paying attention. I want to make that very clear. And I was like, and if you did care, or if you know what, I can't even speak for you, but I can only speak for Chris. But I can tell you, it's a problem, and I'm talking about it. So that's it.
But if the trios, all right. So first of all, let's look in this trios division. We got the Dogs. Once Gabe Kidd comes back,
let's do it. Yeah.
We got the man who's a trios. We got if you bring him in, STP, who should be in the trios conversation. We have any combination of the Death Riders could be in the trios. Of course, you always got the Elite. You got the Elite that's going to be in there. The Rascals. Let's not forget about the Rascals. So the division is there. I don't think Tony Khan. I know we always say something good about Tony Khan, but I think Tony Khan is worried about doing a story of the trios. It's like he's so busy.
Right.
I don't know, because honestly, we got so much. I know people don't want to hear this, but it's a lot of stories going on in AEW. We got the women's title story, and he's not. I don't think he's focused. If I'm not mistaken, you could correct me if I'm wrong, because I told you I listen to your I listen to the cookout while I'm driving. I think it was one cookout where you said that this is the point where Tony Khan needs some help.
Period.
How many years have we been saying that?
Yeah, but the thing is that I always said that it was never a good idea to book by yourself. Because you know my history. Like I can't especially when you have multiple divisions, you cannot book by yourself. That's like damn near impossible. You will burn yourself out. But I don't know if you fellas or the comment section agree with me when I say this, but yeah, I'm seeing a problem. And the problem is the trios division. Now, as far as like the women's division or the men's division, I think there's some things that can be tweaked, but the trios has really caught my attention because it has literally been a hot potato championship. Now, going back to what you said before about like a story. So what makes them not have a story in their division? It should be an all-out shit World War III going on right now. And if you are unable to tell a story or follow along, then you need to take it to somebody that specializes in trios and let them do it. And you can still be the supervisor, but at the same time, take a little bit off of your plate, because it seems like Tony got a lot on his plate. He got Ring of Honor, he got like football coming up, and then he got the main card. I mean, there's a lot that's going on. Like my plate.
Are we still getting an echo on my end? We're still getting an echo.
Can I ask y'all a question?
So, yes, Smooth Killer.
So words matter to me. So I'm gonna dissect the word booker.
Okay.
There has never been a company on the planet in professional wrestling that had more than one booker at the same time. So I don't agree with that statement at all. Now, if you want to say writers or creative team, Tony has that. He does not. Let's just take one thing. Tony Storm. It was Tony's idea, but the person that did all the writing and everything, all put together the segments and things for Tony Storm was RJ City. So I don't think y'all are correct when you're talking about this trios division. Here's my two statements on the trio division. Number one, a lot of you guys years ago when they decided to do the trios division, you guys were clamoring for a trios division and trios titles. I was not one of them. I'll be lying to myself if I said I didn't like it back in World Class Championship Wrestling. But after a certain amount of time, I no longer liked it in World Class Championship Wrestling when I was watching that way back in the 80s. But my thing about the trios division and trios titles is, let's look at the history of wrestling from my perspective. There's always been a title that changed hands a lot. At least one of the titles inside the company. Like, I mean, we just think back to the Intercontinental Championship. Let's just take WWF, for instance. Jericho won the thing like 9 or 10 times. Why? Because they kept hot potatoing it around, and that's what we call it nowadays. Back then, it was cool to see title changes. Now, all of a sudden, we want everybody to have a long title reign. Me, personally, I don't care what they do with the trio titles. They can have them things change hands every single week. This show right here has not talked about the trios titles this year until right now.
Okay, so is that a problem?
Because the reason why we ain't talked about the trios titles, because we don't care about the trios titles except for when the Demand won it and then lost it in a week.
That's not true.
That's when we care about it.
That's
I'm talking about
true.
This show.
No,
TikTok,
that's not true.
The cookout on TikTok.
You speaking for yourself. You speaking for yourself. You ain't speaking for me.
When we talked about the trios titles on the show.
It does not matter. But the thing about it is that, once again, I didn't see a problem like in the trios. I didn't see a problem. I'm bringing it up now because this has been an ongoing thing. Like the dogs, I'm like, okay, that's
talked about it then.
Right. We talked about it then. Strike 2, the Demand. And I'm just like, okay, what are we doing? But then also to add on my point, Hangman Page is acting too much like Rhea Ripley. He's attaching himself to folks, and I'm not liking that shit. He's doing that a little bit too much, and it's pissing me off. There's no reason that Bandito, the world fucking champion, and then you got Brody King. I mean, I like them, I do, but at the same time, like, bro, you are a multi-time world champion. Why in the fuck do you need trio champions to stay relevant? You sound like you are doing too much like Rhea Ripley. I don't know why you took your glasses off. Keep them on.
Why should Hangman not want to be a champion? Why should anybody not want to be a champion?
What you mean?
Anybody, wrestling lore, the history of wrestling lore, you go to the pay window more when you hold a belt. Doesn't matter what belt it is. In our minds, what we're supposed to think the people that make the most money are the ones carrying the titles. To have a title does not mean just prestige. It also means you go into the pay window, as Dusty Rhodes used to call it. So yes, a guy that can never challenge for the world title again, who did a promo saying there are other titles that he's going to look forward to getting. Yes, he should want to be trios champion. In fact, everybody on the company that doesn't have a title should want to be a champion somewhere in the company. So I just don't agree.
Are we getting an echo on my end still?
Okay. Hold on a second. Look, unfortunately, look at your comments, and then let me respond to Mid-South. So Mid-South, that's good and all. But at the same time, like, I mean, I'm sorry, I have to disagree with you with this. My thing is that we have brought this up before. You said we have not. We have. That's number one. Number two, I want AEW to be successful no matter what division it is. But if I am seeing this and I'm seeing that this is a problem, I'm not going to just sit back and just ignore it. I'm just not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? I've literally brought it up, and your first comment was, well, we don't really talk about that. That's not even fucking true. You know what I'm saying? And I think like the demand should have had a longer reign instead of giving it to a fucking trio that's already established.
Why?
Like Brother King, established.
Why should they have had a longer
Bandito,
reign?
he's a fucking world champion. And then what's name just lost the fucking world championship and then got a championship back? You sound too much like Rhea Ripley. I'm sorry.
Why should the demand have had a longer reign?
What do you mean? Like you make them look like badasses, right? So why they can't be showcased as badasses as champions? Yeah, so in response, hey, I'm gonna give it to you for like only 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
Like what? I mean, fucking return backs from Target is longer than that, and that's 30 days.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bars, but I mean, it's. I guess, bro. I'm fucking irritated with that shit. And I don't really criticize Tony like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he does shit that's questionable, but this one really just pissed me off. I'm not going to even lie to you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. You're entitled to feel the way you feel, but I'm always a place of reason on this show.
Yeah,
so
okay.
in my reasoning, the first thing I'm gonna say is, who said they deserve to have it for more than a week? I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. Who says they won't win it again? Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. I don't know. I just think about today. I go back to my history of pro wrestling, and I can just name times where things like this happen. Like for instance, Stone Cold lost the title to Kane. He won it back the next night on Raw. Was that fair to Kane?
Yeah, that was 30 years ago.
Was that fair to Kane? Who knows? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter when it was. It happened. People lose the title. Something that just happened. Okay, Tommaso Ciampa, he shows up to AEW, wins the title on his first night. Was that fair to all the other wrestlers that's been in AEW forever who hasn't had a title? Who knows?
If you want to put that on the questionable list, you can. If you want, I don't mind. That's cool. That's just more receipts for me. Shit, because I'm just like, dude, he had that for like a week. That's the shit that I'm talking about, bro. That's just proving my point. If you only gonna have them have it for like 1 week, don't give it to them.
Why not?
That's my thing. We have
That's
this
a story in his own. That has us talking right now. We weren't talking. We don't talk about the demand. We don't.
We do talk about the demand. Stop being a troll. You know we do talk about the demand. I love me some Ricochet. I do. And I don't love Khan because of his body. I love everybody in it. Pause. I love everybody. Don't say anything like skin.
Who's the third member of the demand? What's the third member of the demand's name?
Huh?
Who's the third member of the demand?
This is Samoan.
What's his name? See what I mean?
Oh, no. Listen.
Case closed.
Whatever. Like, okay, bro, you know that I'm bad with names, okay? You know I'm bad with names. God damn. Shit. Anyway, I'm just, like I said, I'm a little perturbed behind that. That's it. Like, you're right. There's a possibility they may win it again, but it's gonna be a long motherfucking time because goddamn Golden Boy, he got the damn belt.
Or they may win it at All In. We don't know.
That is true.
Bigger moment.
That is true.
I do,
but I don't see that happening. I just don't see that happening. That's it.
I do want to point out that Toa Leona is not only just half Samoan, but he's also half Puerto Rican too.
Damn, half Samoan. Ooh, that's some heat. That's some hot.
Now, if I can cut in here real quick,
sure.
I'm going to quote something from a quarterback that plays in the home state, or that used to play in the home state, where our good friend Wildcard Chris happens to be residing. RELAX. Relax. Because this is all playing a part, and Mid-South just brought it up. there could be something that happens at All In with these trios titles. So as far as I'm concerned, what are the trios titles? The trios titles are basically your titles that let you know which stable, which faction is the best in AEW. So we've seen it stables such as the Demand, the Dogs, Blackpool Combat Club / the Death Riders, the Ops. Technically, these are factions who normally wear these championships, that normally win these championships. So as far as I'm concerned, I think we're gonna see something big play out with factions at All In these trios titles. Now, as far as the Dogs go, we all know what the situation is there. Gabe Kidd has passport issues. That's the reason why he's in Japan right now competing in the G1. So right now, the only thing the Dogs can do is run tag teams and, play friends with the Death Riders right now. So,
you know what? I have something for you, and this is universal. It's KISSMYASS. Okay?
That's a whole lot of chocolate to be kissing.
I don't know what that means.
Fuck you. Anyway, talk about that's a whole lot of
Diabetes.
You know what? You know what? You've been real diabolical ever since you put them little dreads back in your head. But I get it. No, but seriously, like you guys have a point, but I'm sorry. I'm still feeling the way I feel. Like it's just the Dogs I love. They my favorite trio, and the Man I love them too. And it's like it just been like some type of injustice between the trios, and that's why I said I'm gonna get off of that shit. I'm just gonna move on. The podcasters. I've been noticing a lot of deep throating. And no, Cam, this is not deep throating Thursday, okay? All I'm gonna say that's between me and Cam. It was something that happened on his live on TikTok though, but no, I'm just gonna say this. From WWE Radio to JD from NY, it's like I don't know what the fuck is up with this. I have to be on WWE's payroll because I'm broke. I mean, I don't know what the fuck it is, but I really wish that these podcasters will really keep it fucking real. Okay, if you want to fucking deep throat WWE all day, that is your business. Do not do it on my time or others. For real, we know what your allegiance is. We know that you pledge allegiance to the WWE flag 24/7. You've been doing that awfully a lot, especially that deep throating fucking Snicker bar sucking dick motherfucker Bubba Ray. He been doing that shit for the past like 2 years. Now all of a sudden he got a goddamn contract. You can shut that bitch ass motherfucker up for nothing. Excuse my language. Pause. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm really perturbed about this whole entire year. This year has been nothing but just glazing the fuck out of WWE. And meanwhile, WWE is just finding all types of avenues. If I don't like you, I'm gonna fuck with you. As a matter of fact, that dude that gave them a bad grade for WrestlePalooza, that motherfucker got fired. So yeah, there's a lot of good that has happened in 2026. Still gonna say that Forbidden Door, best pay-per-view I've seen this year. Dead ass. Ain't nothing going to replace that. I'm sorry. Until I see another one that is going to come close to that, or probably come equal, ain't nothing is going to touch that pay-per-view at all. Now, I do want to talk about Grand Slam. I'm so mad I missed parts of that shit because I heard that Will Ospreay and Mark Davis tore the house down. I'm mad. I went to sleep. I was fat, so like I went to sleep. I'm sorry. Yes. Why are y'all acting like y'all disappointed me? Especially you, Antoine. I mean Antonio. You acting like you just like. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, talk about it.
Hey, listen. You said you said you went to sleep. What
I
I'm supposed to say?
did. I mean, bro, I went to
What I'm supposed-
sleep. I ate something and I went to sleep and I'm like, the fuck is going on here? And then I didn't think it was 3 hours either. So that was totally my bad.
Yeah, that one kind of caught everybody off guard. They first said it was 2.5 hours. So like you know damn well you're gonna be no damn 2.5 hours. I'll say that. But it's gonna be close to 3 hours. So
Yeah.
but
yeah.
the thing was, I think me and Miss South said this about Grand Slam. It moved fast. Like they went to match. They only had like one segment, which was MJF return, and then he got on the mic. Other than that, they had no backstage segments. They had wrestling, next match, wrestling, next match, wrestling, next match, and they did a good job at that. Because again, you in Mexico now, so you're not in the States. Mexico, that's how they always do it. Match, almost like Japan. Japan do they backstage after the show. You watch it on the internet, so they knew where they was at. They knew their fan base. Their fan base went to wrestling. All right, let's get them to wrestling, and we do our regular interviews or promos for our Twitter and stuff like that, which they did. So even though it went like almost 3 hours, it still was like moving, good timing. But to your point of Forbidden Door, I don't even know how. I like Forbidden Door. I like Double Nothing just because we was there. I like
I can't say that because I was already in the Raptors. Old as fuck.
Yeah, bro. But it's like we could say what pay per view, but remember this is August. And how many times we said this all year? This pay per view year. This pay per view year. This pay per view year. This has been a good year pay per view wise. I'm hearing mixed reviews for Redemption, but come on now, that was the first ever Redemption, and
Redemption
was it? Let me ask y'all this: was it mid, or was it just not AEW standards?
We talking about this past year's Redemption, right?
It was the Roman Redemption. Yeah, this was the first one. Very first one. Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, AEW has been putting on consistently good quality pay-per-views. I understand that we're thinking that Redemption was kind of mid, but that's because the following month, Dynasty. The following month after that, Double or Nothing. Following month after that, we had
Forbidden Door.
Slick was.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm thinking of Revolution. Redemption.
Oh yeah. That was
that's what I'm saying. Like, because a lot of people they liked it. It was a good pay per view to them, but it was not. Oh, this is pay per view of the year. It's like how you were just saying we had this and this and this and this.
That's what happens when you say it's not a necessary pay per view and you don't think of it as going to be good on the front end before you actually see it. That was the problem with Redemption. A lot of people didn't think it was a necessary pay-per-view. Me personally, I didn't. I'm in the same boat there. I didn't think the pay-per-view was necessary. Especially with them just announcing it 2 months before it happened. Hey, we're going to do a pay-per-view in between the last pay-per-view and Forbidden and All In. So I don't think the pay-per-view was necessary, but the pay-per-view was actually good. It just wasn't as good as the other pay-per-views, and that's the problem with AEW. We always want better than what we just saw for the most part.
I think if I go be honest, I think because the pay-per-view did not go as planned. I think that was supposed to have been, we talked about it too many times, but shit happened.
But that's us. That's us in the know. Most people that don't follow on the internet and things like that, backstage news and all that stuff, they don't know anything about this. It was originally supposed to be this person against that person. So I try not to think of it on those terms and those that kind of way when it comes to pro wrestling. I try to keep it as kayfabe as possible. Super hard because we follow too much news, but I try to stay in kayfabe for the most part. And for the most part, the pay-per-view was a good pay-per-view. It was a really good pay per view. It just wasn't as good as the previous pay per view or the pay per view before that. It was their weaker pay per view of the year, and that's just the truth.
Yep.
Also, I want to kind of touch on because I know we're going to the next hour, so we're gonna allow you guys to on the top of the hour do y'all guys segments, and then we're gonna do heel news and rumors, and then we'll finish off whatever's left. The last thing that I wanted to say before we conclude this hour is the WWE contracts. Cutting them by 50% and all of that, which prompted New Day to leave. And I feel that New Day is going to pop up at All In. And I believe that they're going to have a face down with the Young Bucks. I think the Young Bucks are going to retain. And, they're going to be the new champions, and then New Day is going to come out.
Keep your eye out on Twitter, because all of a sudden a lot of action. For some reason, all of a sudden Kenny and Austin, I don't have to call him Xavier no more. Austin Creed are back to talking their shit to each other.
Yep.
So when you see that usually goes to they're about to get ready for a debut, especially with Kenny. The last time I saw something like this was him and Chris Jericho. Then Chris Jericho popped up in New Japan, and I'm like, oh shit. So that's one. I think Sheamus. I'm not sure about the Sheamus situation. I'm about to make.
Why does Milky have to even be involved?
You about to make that face again? You about to make that?
Why
face
you
again?
gotta be Milky?
Because he. Because he
I ain't gonna say that your voice just scared the shit out of me like that.
Yeah, it did. That ass. I thought Megatron was here, and I'm just like, I didn't say that.
You just gotta be Milky.
No, fuck I don't.
How about this? There's no more Aleister Black. There's no more Malachi Black.
What's up, Cameron? How you doing?
He's back to Tommy Inn.
Fuck him.
And he got a bald head.
He look like a bowling ball now?
Yeah. He finally cut
it. He got a bald head.
He might as well tattoo the other side because it looked kind of messed up, like with just one tattoo.
He looked like the Pittsburgh Steelers helmet.
Yeah, exactly. This only can afford one logo, you know.
We did it on accident, but it looks cool.
It looks cool. Yeah, you stayed cheap for over 60 years.
Why?
So it's a lot of things I don't know about. I don't know where he's going. Everybody's saying he's not going to AEW. I don't know where he's going. Who knows?
Look like a football helmet.
It does. Have you seen it?
No. I don't
you
think
gotta
I
see
want
it.
to.
You gotta see it. You might laugh your butt off.
Nah.
That's a content video for you.
No, I laughed at his career and what he tried to do, and I got my enough jollies on Mr. Aleister Black.
Now don't be surprised if he do show up at AEW, because Andrade came back after the way he left. He's having the best year of his career.
The only thing is that Andrade had focus. Like, he was determined. Listen, how you know is on fire. Like, between him and Leo Rush this year, these two have been my favorites.
Hey,
like this year alone.
Congratulations,
like
Leo Rush. Congratulations, Leo Rush, the new House of Glory Cruiserweight champion.
Yes, and then also jumping around Ashe Wrestling. I want to kind of give them some. Are you okay?
The rain.
The rain.
You should have seen Mid-South. He was like, did you just see a spider or some shit?
He knows.
He knows.
Listen.
Oh my god! But that it makes him a little bit slow though. You know that little,
boy, they hilarious.
Oh my goodness, they are great. They are great together.
Oh god! But that little umbrella, like the rainbow umbrella, like.
Did you watch the match? That little umbrella got broken, and this motherfucker had a bigger umbrella.
No, I didn't see. Where was it?
Oh, it's on YouTube. They're showing their shows on YouTube now, so it's for free.
Cool.
House of Glory.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
Yeah, I didn't see
yeah.
it. Unfortunately.
The dude broke his umbrella hat. He got pissed, and all of a sudden he had this big rainbow umbrella, and I was like, this motherfucker is out.
That's
He's
funny.
going crazy.
We're going to House of Glory all out weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. That's gonna be a hell of a treat. I think this will be my
Second.
my second time going. Yeah. If I get to September in one piece, hopefully.
You shall.
But y'all, that wraps up our first hour. So first, let's I want y'all to stay tuned for this commercial, and we'll go on to the segments. All right, y'all. Hold on one second. Let me just go ahead and change this. It won't take too long. Just gotta pay some bills. That's it. I'm trying to find it. Where did it go?
We're here to think of the sponsors.
Man, fuck the sponsors, man. Me? I'm just playing. Potential sponsors, please. I'm sorry. I'm having a midlife crisis right now. So yeah, don't yeah. Mm-hmm.
Welcome to Heels for Life, the voice of wrestling. Get our exclusive merch at the link below. Support the show and rep the life. Let's go.
Told you.
Your voice.
So who want to go?
That man sound professional as a motherfucker, didn't he?
Shut the fuck up. I'm always professional. Shut up. Anyway, who want to go first?
Miss Al, you want to go? Or you want me to go first?
I mean, I'll go first. I'm gonna do some reading in mine. I love reading. I'm gonna turn mine into some reading.
Hooked
segment.
on Fines works for him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, fellas. So let me. Give me 1 second. Hold on a second. Just push him over here. Fuck. Why is this not working? Okay. Hold on.
Language.
Yeah, get ready for me to talk a lot of crap. I'm not gonna destroy the dude because I still like him a whole lot.
Who are you talking about?
Lord.
But you'll
I
see
know
in
who you're
just
talking
a
about.
second.
I know what you're
You'll
talking
see in
about
just a second. But
Oh, okay.
it's like the last 3 or 4 months has been really bad for this guy, and I've had some words to say about him in the past, and I got some words to say about him this time around.
Oh God! I hope I don't have to change my whole thing now.
Yeah, this is
I'm
gonna be
Last name's Jones.
quite interesting. I'm trying to find this.
Craziness has been going on. In fact, I think it's still going on. I'm trying to fill some time here. That's cool. But yeah, he hasn't had a good month. I'd say it actually started back a little further than a month, but for the last month, it's been nonstop.
I got a bad feeling. I know who you're talking about.
Because I'm like, who the fuck is he talking
I know
about?
exactly.
Something just happened in the last, let's say, 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And it's.
Oh yeah, I know who you. I know.
Exactly. I know that. See, I
Okay.
gotta change my shit now.
Without further ado, everybody, this is the Mid-South segment.
Step in the ring, I'm dropping that heat. School bomb playing when I speak on the beat. Old school soul, but I keep it advanced. Every mic catch fire, it's a mid-side rant. No cap, no spin, no hand to kiss. I call it how I see it, you can't handle this. Legends respected, the rookies all bland. Cause real talk range in the random rant. Say less, mid-south to set it back. Say less, mid-south to set it back. Say less, mid-south to set it back. Random rant.
Say less, say less. Mid-South said it best. Mid-South said it best. All right, so
You're
without
on,
further
sir.
without further ado, couple things first. A couple weeks ago, I crushed AJ Styles because he made the comment that wins and losses don't matter. Obviously, that's dumb. No one should think of that. There's quite a lot of people, quite a lot of wrestlers who actually believe that, and unfortunately, there's fans that because that wrestler or that group of wrestlers believe that, they believe it as well. Wins and losses do matter. Said enough about that. I'm moving on. Next thing that he said was dumb. What he says that he wished WWE would buy New Japan Pro Wrestling. He didn't say New Japan outright, but obviously that's what he was talking about by mentioning Tokyo Dome and stuff. He wants WWE to buy New Japan Pro Wrestling. Again, said enough about that. Dumb. I'm going to read to you folks, if you haven't heard about what's happened recently in the last 24 hours, I'm going to read some of what happened. So first of all, I'm going to start with what a segment or a statement that Natty Neidhart said. And I'm going to follow that up by a wrestler in GCW named Eric Cannon, right? So Natty says, Avery Styles, who is AJ Styles' son, wants to pay his dues. I'm not going to read the entire thing because the context of what I'm going to talk about is literally just that. Natty says Avery Styles wants to pay his dues. Now, Avery Styles just wrestled for GCW. Now I'm going to tell you what Eric Cannon said. Eric Cannon says, and this is him replying to a Fightful article about Natty saying that Avery Styles wants to pay his dues. Eric Cannon stated, as someone who watched this kid skirt away from helping with a single thing at this very show, I'd just like to say LOL. Now, this caused AJ Styles to respond. Not Avery, not the son, the father. Here's AJ Styles replying to Eric. He was paid to wrestle at GCW, not help you put up and take down the ring. That sounds like your job. You just sound like a jealous douche. That is AJ Styles, a wrestler on top, talking down to a independent wrestler who wrestled at GCW and a few other places, right? Out of bounds to me, if you ask me. Here's Eric's reply. I have all the respect in the world for you, AJ. I understand why you defend your son, and it is admirable. But the fact remains, he can stay AJ's kid, continue to skirt responsibilities and paying dues, or he can earn the respect of his peers and stand his own as Avery. That's crazy, right? We've heard it all the time. We've heard it for years. Wrestlers are supposed to pay their dues, especially when they just started out. This guy's already had a so-called TV match. And then I must say, this continued on because AJ replied to that even. Here's what AJ said. You don't ask someone to have dinner at your house and have them do the dishes. He was asked to wrestle at GCW. Although grateful for the opportunity, a vet would have talked to him professionally or at least face to face. Now, this part I can agree with AJ. If they just said, "Hey, I'll give you $100 if you come and put your name on this and you come and wrestle at GCW," no problem at all. Wrestle your match, get out of there. Here's what Eric Cannon said. A 20-year vet and promoter asked him to help with the chairs. That means a wrestler that has been wrestling for 20 years just asked him to help with something. Twice, instead of helping, he hid in the locker room until everything was done. My 2 cents isn't going to affect his future, but with all due respect, you stating he doesn't need the help is only doing him a disservice. Now, I'm not a wrestler. I just think AJ Styles is having a bad 2026, at least in the last month and a half, because number one, he should have never said anything. He should have just let his son fight his own battles when it comes to that. But then on top of that, if his son is new to the wrestling business, from my understanding, from all the wrestling I've watched in my 40 plus years, when you are a new wrestler, when you wet behind the ears, you're supposed to help do things as simple as breaking down rings. I mean, it's 10-year pros that still help with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to make it long. I wanted to make it as short as possible. I just wanted to point this stuff out. I'm not a fan of AJ Styles right now. I love him. What I've seen from him, his time in New Japan, his time in Ring of Honor, his time in TNA, some of his time in WWE. But right now, I'm off the. I'm not. We ain't cool right now. We ain't cool. This is nonsense. Should have never engaged that guy on Twitter, which is the public. You should have never publicly engaged that guy on something that your son, who is a grown man, should have handled on his own. In fact, me as not being a wrestler, I don't want to speak out of turn, but your son should have helped break down the ring or put up the chairs or something, especially if he was ass.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Man, excuse me. Awesome segment, bro. That's something I definitely wanted to talk about. First of all, I definitely agree with you on nepotism. Nepotism is a problem in pro wrestling.
Problem in sports period.
Yeah, I don't know why AJ decided to get in the middle of that, but what he did was he did himself a disservice, not only to pro wrestling, but then also to Nepo babies as well. So you literally gave your son a pass because he's your son. Then you talk shit, you talk down to an indie promoter. That's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. That's not even professional. It was very inappropriate, very disingenuous. And I'm not really surprised by AJ Styles because now that he got that WWE contract, he think he can say and do whatever. But remember, choices have ramifications. So hopefully, while he was thinking that he was Big Dick Willie on Minnesota Street, hopefully you understand that like if his son is looking for work in Minnesota, more than likely he's not going to get work. I like my
To be perfectly honest, like we talked about nepotism before, like on the Cookout and even on this platform right here. Mm-hmm. So Avery to think that he's just going to get booked just because he's AJ's son, that'll work over there in the company that AJ just came from. Anywhere else, no. And to be perfectly honest, we're going to be right back here sooner rather than later talking about nepotism once again.
Mm-hmm. 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 Like, honestly, I'm glad I had a backup plan because I was going to talk about that. But I'm going to make this real quick.
No. What? No. No. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Ready. Okay. All right. Without further ado, everyone. 1 second. I was going to tell you, but I'm going to surprise you. Everybody, this is the Enforcer segment. Yes. I made this yesterday, actually. I'll give it to you. I'll probably DM you. But yeah, this is the Enforcer segment, everybody, and let's see what the Enforcer has to say.
Damn. Let the record spin. I got the red, I got the pins. If you want smoke, bring facts, not rage. I'm Mr. Attention, get in front of the page. Enforcer has something to say. Say it plain, make room today. Enforcer has something to say. I don't flinch, I don't play. Enforcer has something to say. Has something to say. Enforcer has something to say. Cash heals for life that way. You talk.
Yeah.
Enforcer, hold on 1 second. Let me just forgot to move this shit. Okay. All right. This. There you go.
Yes, sir. That picture just made me just flattering. Oh, anyway. So I do have something to say. I got 3 things to say, but I'm gonna make 2 of them short. The first thing to carry on what Miss I was just saying, because I'm 50-50 on this situation, but the top 50 is just, listen, as a father, I get it, AJ, you was defending your son. I get that. We all get that. But this is where this other 50 card come in. You are AJ Styles, who also started in the bottom, who also started the independence, where you was putting out wrestling rings and putting chairs together. Before you was phenomenal, you was just Alan Jones. Why don't you want your son to do the same thing, learn from the ground up of the business that you love, that help put food on your table, for him to have a roof over his head, have him learn those things, and also appreciate that he's getting these opportunities. So my thing is with AJ is this: do you want him to go on for the rest of his career as AJ's kid, or do you want him to make a name for Avery? Because right now he's on this level in his head that he's AJ kid and he gonna get everything he wants, and you don't want that, especially a man that came from Georgia, blue collar guy. You don't want that now. You don't want him to get that big head, and then he gonna be like certain other nepotism baby, like I don't know, Bronny. Ronnie James, that situation, you already seen what happened there. I think that was the wrong move, and I think that could have been a private situation in a DM somewhere, where you could have just contact that guy and just have a better understanding. Like, hey, okay, appreciate that. Well, I don't appreciate you coming out in public stating that. You could have told me, and I could have got to him. Or like Miss South said earlier, he's a grown-ass man. I got a 21-year-old. He's a grown-ass man now. He got to make the right decisions. Your son got to make the right decisions. This is the real world now. Daddy ain't going to be always there to save you. So end that off. The next thing I am going to talk about that we've been talking about all this week. Big Conrad. Big Conrad said that Roman Reigns is the most overrated main eventer in the history of WWE. I hope that's the words I'm saying right, in the history. It started a discord everywhere. Some people said, nah, you're wrong. Some people said, you're right. Listen, Conrad, you got a right to your opinion. I'm not even going to come up here and say you're wrong, and I'm coming in and say you're right. But I am going to say this. As long as I've been watching wrestling, no one is more overrated than Terry Bollea. No one. Okay? Has Roman had the better opportunities and get showed down? Of course. If I'm going to say he's overrated, I'm going to say he's overrated right now. But in the history, nah, brother, nah. It took him 8 years to finally get to this damn spot after the big dog getting shoved down our throat. Yes, that's true. And the other thing you said that was true was that put the picture between the big dog before Paul Heyman and after Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman helped out. But just because you with Paul Heyman don't mean it's a guarantee you're a main eventer. Ask Axel, Mr. Henning's son. Ask Ryback. Ask Claudio when he was in WWE when they did that. It don't work all the time. Only one person besides Roman had that opportunity with Paul Heyman. That was CM Punk. Anybody else was not a main eventer. So give some credit to Roman, and then mostly to the machine that do what he does. And the last thing is this: my IWC fans, my fellow fans out there, the internet. It's cool. Just like we got in the conversation, y'all disagree with us sometimes. Y'all say what y'all feel. Y'all agree with us, all that stuff. And y'all say it publicly. We know who you are. We appreciate y'all. But you trolls out there, and I mean this, you trolls out there that hides behind, the letter profiles or a cartoon or whatever profiles, and had a nerve to write paragraphs and disrespectful paragraphs. You're not getting no attention here. I don't know my other brothers here. You're not getting no attention here. Oh yeah, I forgot Brock. Thank you. What you're gonna do, and what we're gonna do, is probably read the shit, and we might entertain it and make you even more mad by saying something, I don't know, should have been swallowed, should have been flushed down the toilet, something like that, and then block you because it don't matter. You don't matter. But for you fans out there that gave us 1,000 subscriptions, and we appreciate y'all. We do. Keep going. The work is not done. We're trying to do more goal to 10,000. I think Chris said. So that's all I gotta say for this week. Until then, I'll see y'all my next time. I'm done. I totally forgot about Brock.
All right. Well, first of all, did y'all have any comments or any reports about the segment?
The only thing
The
only thing that I'm going to say is that I don't disagree with Conrad's opinion about Roman Reigns because, like I said on the cookout last night, none of you cared about Roman Reigns when he was main eventing pre-Paul Heyman. So, as far as I'm concerned, all this talk about Roman not being over Raven and Roman getting over organically, the definition of organically is happening in a natural, gradual, without artificial force or developing. That actually just cut it off right there. Happening in a natural, gradual way without artificial force. They have been shoving Roman down our throats since he first arrived. He debuted in 2013. Then all of a sudden, 2014, 2015, that's when he got his first main event. 2 years after his debut, that's when he got his main event. And none of you wanted him there. You said he wasn't ready. He got the next year's main event in 2016. He got the next year's main event in 2017. He got the next year's main event in 2018. So, and we all know what happened in 2019. He came back from leukemia. He wasn't in the main event. He was scheduled to be in the main event in 2020. But as we all know, the pandemic happened. 2021 on up, that's when y'all started caring about Roman Reigns. So, as far as I'm concerned, this whole organic deal, cut the bullshit. You're right. He did not get over organically. Because the last time I checked, it doesn't take you 7 years to get over, especially when the first 7 years they gave you suffer and succotash. Hang on. It's not considered organic when they print out merchandise with dog faces on them and they're calling you the big dog. It's not organic when you're sitting around talking about you're a draw and everybody boos you out of the building. So kill the noise with the whole organic talk. I'm done.
So I'm gonna say this. I think I did. I know I didn't say he was organically because I said he was shut down through private chief. But I am gonna say this one. The time it was only organically before Paul Heyman was that 2013 Royal Rumble where Dave Bautista won and he broke Kane's record in Royal Rumble.
14, yeah, I think it was 14.
And he was over. Before that, he was over in Survivor Series when he won. He was the only man Survivor Series, and that's when the wheels was turning. That's the guy. That's the guy, right? And then a certain guy, y'all know him as Phil Brooks, goes on a podcast and says to expose, oh yeah, make sure keep him strong. That's the guy we want. And the fans like, oh no, they about to force him down throat. And the brains of boos start happening. And then, oh no, we don't want him. Remember, he was out on a groin injury, and the first time we even heard of the boos was on an NXT show when he got Superstar of the Year. I mean, honestly, like I said, I'm not afraid to admit it. I had the freaking stupid vest. I had the t-shirts, which I still got one of them in my closet. I was a fan of his. But I can't defend the suffering succotash. I said that so many times, it hurts. Only suffering succotash that comes over here is freaking goddamn Sylvester, the cat from Looney Tunes. That's about it. So, but as it goes, nothing organic, and especially in WWE. WWE, when you the face, you are a part of the machine. I just named Terry Bollea. I could say Stone Cold, but then I'd be lying. But I am gonna say John Cena. I am gonna say they trying with Cody. When you are in that, when they made a decision, that they want you as the face, get ready to eat your vegetables. You go like it, you go take it and like it, or you have common sense to say no and go somewhere else. Yeah.
So
that's a perfect segue. Oh, Miss Up, you have something? I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I just want to follow up one extra point on this whole AJ Styles thing. And this is why it's even worse for AJ Styles. AJ Styles, I just need you to think about this. Would your son, Avery Styles, had gotten booked if his name was Avery Jones? If he just came up as Avery Jones and not actually be related to you, would he have been booked that fast? The answer is no.
No. Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
you should probably back off.
You know what I think he should do?
Agree.
You know what I think he should do? I think he should give a call to Sting and ask Sting how Sting doing his son.
Yep.
Because you don't hear Sting at his son's matches. You hear Sting doing none of this. If you got something negative about his son is man enough to talk on his own. So
you know what, this is a little controversial right here, but I'm gonna read it. So Cam said, and shout out to Cam and the No Pop podcast that will be airing tomorrow at 4:00 Central, 5:00 Eastern. Roman been my guy since the beginning, but fan definitely never wanted him to be the guy. It got so bad they used cancer as a way for fans could cheer for him.
So
You know what? I'm gonna say this. Is that you know? I'm trying to find the right words for this, right? Because when we talk about cancer, when we talk about like pre-existing conditions, it's very messy. Here's the problem. The problem is that this was Vince McMahon's booking. He was obsessed with Roman getting over. Okay, that's part one. Part two is you can't. When it comes to Vince McMahon, everything is out on the table, including incest.
Yeah.
Number three. This doesn't surprise me. If this was the plot, it worked. I mean, literally, this man came back and said that he was in remission, y'all. And then the next thing we know, it didn't even take 5 minutes, bruh. Didn't even take 5 minutes. They was already selling t-shirts.
No, they before that. Before he even said that, it was t-shirts out there.
All I'm saying is they use his pre-existing condition as a ploy to get that man over. That is the most disgusting thing I ever seen them do. But I don't talk about it like, even Stevie Ray even agreed with us. You know what I'm saying? Because we even had that conversation with that. And I was surprised that he even went that far as saying that. But I'm just like, I know I'm not the only person that felt that way, but it's just like, I really feel that, yes, the only reason why people love Roman Reigns is because he has cancer or used to have cancer. So I think that's what they was.
It's not even, you know what, bro? I think Glendale Williams, you said it right. You said it right. No, not that one. Not that one. It's
not this one.
No,
I got it.
Wrong. As soon as he said, "Hi, my name is Joe," the whole crowd went from. Because remember, around that time, they was still mixed now. The Shield was back together. So they was mixed of what the cheer for, Buddha or not. But when he said, "Hi, my name is Joe," the whole crowd died down. Go back and watch it. The whole crowd died down.
I remember
that. And then when he said what happened, he had to relinquish the belt. You saw people crying, grown ass men crying, right? Mm-hmm. And then you go, then what WWE do after that? They show you the behind the scenes. Everybody, Shawn Michaels, Braun Strowman, Paul Heyman, the women wrestlers, all of them. Nia Jax, who y'all know that's her family. By way, I don't know how many cousins, but they all embraced her. And then, but what you remember about that night also? That's when they decided to turn Dean heel
into a heel.
Right. Mm-hmm. So you only remember two things. He had relinquished the title. He said why. But when he came back, you already saw in the crowd, they had the Roman Reigns symbol with the ribbon under it t-shirt. Mm-hmm. They already had it. Mm-hmm. So you knew it was a big thing because it was what, 3-4 months since he came, since that announcement that he comes back. He remission. They didn't rush it. They kept on getting him side matches, make sure he's not in the title. So like Skin said, he was supposed to be in the main event against Goldberg until the pandemic hit.
I think there's a couple of things here that I want to disagree with.
Okay.
There's a couple of things here that I kind of disagree with you guys on. Number one, I think it's kind of like what I was saying there. It was less about getting him over because I kind of believe he was already over as a member of the Shield, but it was more about getting the hardest thing you can get in pro wrestling to me is sympathy. That got him sympathy. And when you get sympathy from people, you can do almost anything because regardless, they want to see you win. And then the second thing is also what I hate to say, but it has to be said. He beat Taker and he beat Brock.
And really, what did he have to show for that at the end of the day?
I'm just saying it's part of his rise. When you can say you beat them at their best, you can use that on top of the sympathy that he's always getting, and then the whole finger point thing that everybody likes. It's a combination of all of that. So I don't want to discredit the guy because the suffer and succotash era did happen. I don't want to discredit him fully because he got the sympathy, but he also worked his butt off so well that they continued to shove him down our throats and put him over Taker and Brock.
Wait. Nice by the way. Wait, hold on. I am gonna disagree on one thing. Him being Undertaker at his best, no. But what it did was
where did he beat Taker at?
He beat him. Undertaker was already beat.
I understand what y'all are saying logically.
He beat him at WrestleMania, but
WrestleMania 34.
But so did Brock. So it don't really to me it didn't matter no more. If you would have had him go over Brock, if you would have had Undertaker over Brock and then Roman beat him, that would have been no question. But this is nothing like that. Like we just said, when Undertaker came back the next year after he lost to Brock, we felt like he should have lost to Bray. So it don't honestly, being Undertaker at WrestleMania don't mean a jack shit. Shane could have beat Undertaker at WrestleMania at the Hell in a Cell. It don't mean nothing.
You can't say it don't mean that now. Come on, man.
It doesn't.
It's just another. It's just. All right. I'm sorry because wins and losses matter. So I'm not gonna get you all hot in the collar. But
what I making me defend WWE on this.
I know it's fun. I know, and it's fun. But what I mean by it don't. I ain't gonna say it don't matter, but it didn't really make an impact because the next night you just made him a target. That man got booed for 7 minutes. He couldn't say one word. He got
instead of saying this is my yard, and I'm like,
and then the crowd erupts.
The crowd was, as soon as he walked out, they was like, yes, get the show going.
Fuck out of here, get out of here.
I am going to agree with you on that. Yes, that he worked his butt off and he stayed focused. Of course he did. Like, dog, they put you on this pedal. Can you take the heat? Because you remember,
follow AJ Styles.
Let's not forget this. We brought up this and that. let's not forget that promo John Cena did on him.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not forget John Cena buried him. And he had to get over that. That's the first time John Cena got cheered. Like John Cena got cheered hard for that. Like, oh snap. Oh yeah, they really don't like you. They cheering for John Cena. So it took a while. It did. It took a while for him to get to where he at now. So
I have a buddy. I have a buddy that when I every Sunday when I go to church, he always does this. And I always do the one for the guns. We do it to each other. Every time we see each other, he does the Roman thing. I do the guns thing, guns up.
that's because he's acknowledging the Lord.
And I
He
say that.
No,
the
he's
Lord.
acknowledging somebody, but it's definitely not God.
It's a combination of other things. It's a combination of everything for Roman. I cannot discredit him. The dude is his butt off, and
Yeah, he does.
it is what it is.
Listen, let me tell you something. We can't be sitting here all sensitive and shit because once again, like it's despite all of the hard work, despite all of the glazerations and shit, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you are one of the most overrated motherfuckers. That is just the bottom line. And the reason why, because you cannot evolve. That is the problem. You don't evolve. You are stagnant. It does not have nothing to do with you being a part-timer or a full-timer or you having cancer. It has nothing to do with that. We are talking about the character itself. Because you have been the tribal chief and people are still trying to figure out, are you a heel or a face? You are a heel. You are a heel since you've been the tribal chief. There's nothing good about you. Never. It hasn't been Joe or Joe the Builder or whatever the fuck you want to call Mr. Roman Reigns. But at the end of the day, you cannot. You're not a Chris Jericho. You are not The Rock. You are not Stone Cold.
Not John Moxley.
You're not even John Moxley. That's what I'm saying. And the crazy thing is with John Moxley, we had this little argument like some years back about John Moxley and my other wrestling space I used to run. That John Moxley, like for me, I'm like, when is he going to evolve and go to the next level? He proved me fucking wrong, but then Roman Reigns over here still doing the missionary position that he was talking about like fucking 3 years ago. You was talking about missionary is boring. Well, just like you. Because if missionary was a person, that will be you.
Why I don't have control of the button? Why I don't have control of the button?
I hate this because
why you hate it?
Because he defended WWE.
No, yeah, because I'm defending WWE. I'm defending.
Well,
WWE.
maybe you shouldn't.
Here's why I'm just gonna say this is why I'm talking right now. I'm talking right now because we say this about him, but they keep him in the main event anyway. They're making they're doing records, breaking records anyway. He's main evented more than everybody else in WrestleMania anyway. So regardless, they don't
because they have some type of contract, man. South, you know
they
that.
Don't care. They don't. It doesn't matter to them.
But that is not an excuse to say that you the best of all time when you got leverage over motherfuckers. When your whole fucking family is in control of WWE. That's not fair.
And just got done talking about nepotism.
And then that's exactly. And that's why I'm saying at the same time, you want me to sit up here, give you props when you fucking acting like Triple H. You could be fucking Stephanie for all I care.
He has power. He has power, and he's more members than
Destiny's Child anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I don't have to be on TV this week because y'all need me more than I need y'all. He has that power because of what he's done over the last 15 years.
Fuck no. It's because of his goddamn cousin. It's because of that and the lineage. That's all that is. It has nothing to do with him and his ability, because if that was the case, we wouldn't have been booing him in 2016. Is that correct?
I hate this. I hate this.
Hey, make sure
everybody does that crap.
1 hour, 38 minutes, and 20 seconds. I'm clipping that. You acknowledged him once.
You acknowledge that bastard.
I ain't acknowledging him. I'm just telling you what everybody does.
The Jungle Stable way. They're working overtime.
When you raise up your hand, I raise up this, and I'm shooting you. Boom.
Guns up.
Ain't no boom.
Acknowledge me.
Pew pew. That's what it is. Pew pew.
So y'all, let's That was fun.
Yes, it was.
Let's go to Heel News and Wrap.
We're breaking down the latest buzz from backstage politics, surprise returns, contract drama, and all the dirt the big companies don't want you to know about. Whether it's AEW, WWE, New Japan Pro Wrestling, or any of your favorite indie scene companies. We've got the scoops, we've got the tea, and we might even have a wrestler to even talk about this. With a little bit of fantasy booking to spice things up. Grab your belts, lace up your boots, time to hit the ropes, because it's time for Heel News and Rumors.
Appreciate that, Ziggy. So let's go to our first one. So it looks like the Undertaker's well, it was dead a long time ago. So the 6 Feet Under, his podcast is going to be ending soon since WWE Radio swallowed up, I guess, the channel, I think 158 or something on Cyrus Radio, I guess. Undertaker is going to wrap up his podcast that he's been doing for, like, I believe for the last like 2 to 3 years, I believe. The shit was trash anyway. You shouldn't have brought your bitch on there to begin with. And yeah, so
Hey, no, bro.
Sponsors.
No, the dude he had on there was keeping that junk alive, and then you go bring your wife.
Right. And it's like I said, baby, karma is a bitch, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm sorry, but and I'm thinking about the sponsors. Maybe I should have said witch instead of bitch. Maybe I should have said that. Maybe a little bit more PG.
Just repeat it.
Okay, but but I just feel that
Swindler.
Shut up. But yeah, Michelle McCool has nothing to offer whatsoever. She's just a blonde, just like any other blonde that we see in WWE. So, like, I'm sorry, but I don't give a fuck about you or your wife. Next,
but she sounds like one of the Dixie Chicks.
Shut up.
All right, y'all.
You're so dumb. So Carlito made a comment when he was on the podcast. He said that Carlito compared WWE loyalty to being beat up by a housewife.
And that's what you are. And that's exactly what you are. Because
we talked about this on
brainwashed.
It's not just for the talent, it's also for the fans.
That's
what he
is, though.
Yeah, like
you went back to the company. You went back to the company that you said the same thing around 2000, whatever that was, when you left the first time.
The same shit applied to him too. Because, I'm sorry, you went back to the same company that beat the fuck out of you, right? You got some muscles, but then at the same time, you came back only to not be used. I don't get it. That's like going back to prison.
Boy, what happened to your eye? Oh, I ran to the door. That's what you did. That's what
I know he loved me.
I love you some bubble. It's just Anyway, let's move on.
He only did that because I raised my voice.
They beat him because he stopped spitting.
Now, the whole thing about SummerSlam, and I think SummerSlam was the show itself was not a disappointment, like I stated earlier. But it's very funny that WWE did not release those numbers for the attendance. And usually they always brag every year, does not matter what PLE it is, they always talk about the attendance. Mm-hmm. This year they were awfully silent. What do you guys think about that?
Would you announce that if you already know that your competition, don't act like it's not your competition, it is your competition, already sold 44,000 seats and you couldn't even get to 35? You're not going to embarrass yourself like that. He's like, all right, you know what? We'll
I
keep my
mean,
mouth.
but you know what though, Antonio, it's like they're already embarrassed by the counter programming. I mean, they're putting their pussy out for everybody to see. Pause. But
Focus.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just like what did Triple H say about WWE back in '97 that you spread your legs like a cheap whore? That's basically what WWE is doing 1997 on Raw.
Yeah, he Tom dated. I'm listen. One when you should know now you know now y'all know the freaking the strategy. When they don't have those numbers, they're not going to announce it. And plus, this is not a record in that stadium anyway. I think someone already wrote that record in a concert. So unless they break the record. Oh, okay, thank you. Okay. So unless they break the record, they go announce it. They didn't even break that record. So they're not going to announce it. They didn't break the record, and they're not going to announce it at the competition, whose show is coming on later this month.
Yep.
Already sold more tickets than both your shows.
I hate today.
Yeah.
I hate today because I got to defend these jokers again.
Okay,
defend them. Go ahead, defend them.
No, wait a minute. This history.
This is very rare of you. So, like, go ahead.
Go on the big screen.
Yeah.
Don't put me on the big screen, bro. No.
Why not? Man,
because we don't know if we're gonna ever get this again. So we gotta.
Yeah. You don't want me to put you on the big screen?
Fine.
Go ahead. We had Captain Saberhole.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Put you back on here. Yeah. Oh no.
What you gotta say?
If I'm being perfectly honest, the WWE has never announced the attendance of a show that number one didn't sell out, and number two wasn't some kind of record.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen them do that in the history of that company. Why on earth would they or any other company announce the attendance of a show that didn't sell out?
Mm-hmm.
It's never happened before. Why?
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. It's just it's a weird timing for Meltzer, and I love Meltzer. It's a weird timing for Meltzer to say that. He could have just stuck with the whole half the stadium was empty, and that would have been fine. And also, it had zero to do with AEW. Zero. It's literally just because the show didn't sell out. Why would you say we had 35,000 people there or 28,000 people there instead of the 70,000 that the stadium holds? Never done that in the history of wrestling. Have they ever announced the attendance of a show that didn't sell out or broke a record?
So my comment on that is that, well, I mean, you're supposed to be this big man on campus, right? You know, you're supposed to be selling out arenas without any problems, interruptions, or anything like that, right? You know, we keep hearing these fans talk about, well, we sold out more than you. We did this, we did that. But what, motherfucker, where were you at on Sunday and Saturday? You were quiet in a fucking church mouse. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I love this energy because WWE needs to be humbled right along with their fans. Okay, I don't give a fuck about them tennis records, but yes, the shit was awfully empty. They have no problem talking about the competition and their arenas being empty, but when it comes to their precious WWE, I didn't see that. No, I'm not going to talk about it. So they can fuck off. And hopefully the next one, hopefully Survivor Series they only have 5 people in that bitch.
That's the one thing. That's the one thing I think I hate. I don't think I do. I just hate it. I hate when you fuckers go to these shows. I don't care if it's WWE or AEW and take pictures of the black tarp side. I hate that shit. I hate that we always talk about this attendance stuff. And if I have a personal wish, and I wish it would come true, that WWE go back to freaking arenas for their pay-per-views. At least they had more atmosphere and sound louder and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. By doing these stadiums, just because y'all get lucky or y'all used to do it, it's a whole different time. Y'all not the only freaking students in the schoolyard now. You're not the only clique here. It's other freaking companies that got their own fan base. It might not be as much as y'all, but some of those people that they got walked away from you to go see a good product. So and it seemed like it's going down even more because that could have sold out, but it didn't. And it's heartbreaking for me as a wrestling fan, as I mean all of us as a lifetime wrestling fan, to be talking about attendance records when we go to these shows to have a good time, to add on to the memory. But we're gonna have some jerk off that's gonna be at the same show taking pictures of the side or whatever, talking about they didn't sell out. Motherfucker, you bought a ticket to have a good time, not to take pictures of the damn tarp. I'm sorry. That's the one thing I hate about this internet age of wrestling, that we all got smartphones and we want to take pictures and at the tickets we paid to go see a show, but you paid to go see that show to tear it down. Make it make sense.
We all have smartphones, but we're not smart enough to use them properly.
I love my football on that.
With that being said, so can y'all kind of elaborate like what's going on right here? So this story about Corey Graves being being quiet as a church mouse when Big Cass.
We know why.
You know why.
No, we know why.
I don't know. What is it?
Well, he used to smash Carmella
hard. Yeah.
He gave her that big Cass.
Yeah. 7 foot can't teach that.
The big Cass.
You know what?
So y'all remember how he left WWE. One of the reasons also was how he used to hold, like he bruised Carmella. That's one of the reasons. Things, he grabbed her arm and left a mark on her and stuff like that.
And he came back.
This is WWE. Come on now.
Because he's white. Okay, got you.
Okay,
yeah, that's why they didn't bring back Odyssey Jones, even though his allegations were false.
That was the conversation. So when Corey, as you know, who is married to Carmella now, he's not going to show excitement. If you go back and watch it, it's a clip. Michael Cole's doing all the talking. Corey is quiet. He's not happy. Carmella went on Instagram. She's not happy. She wondered why they hired him back. And Cass, or whatever your name was before you came back to WWE, we understand you got your life together, but that shit still comes with you. Those allegations still go with you wherever you go. And now you back in the place that mess with your mental. Remember, that was another thing you said. It was mess with your mental. I don't know what's up with y'all that go back to a place that messes with your mental, or almost on the live view and stuff like that. The check must be good. I'll tell you that right now. The check must be good, even though your check is 50%.
It goes back to that analogy that Carlito just said. You are treated like a beaten housewife. And that's what these guys basically want to be, a beaten housewife. But I know he loved me.
Willis said it best. I think we had Westside Gunn on here. Yep. He kind of gave us a clue. Enzo was not with him. And remember, Westside Gunn said, I don't see my champion leaving the company. So 1-1, Enzo's not there. He might not be coming back.
Yep.
And another thing, Big Cass better be happy he's got the complexion for protection. So
period.
Sure.
Black to. Well, the next article, Johnny Gargano has spent more than 6 months on WWE television lying on boxes.
That man is taking pictures at Fanatics on a table like this.
Who's that?
That's Giant Sports Entertainment.
No, I haven't seen him forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just lying on boxes, comatose. Yeah.
While Ciampa is giving us probably his best work in a long time, his tag team partner is laying down, planking on tables or containers.
Yep. Taking naps. Crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think this is going to be one of the greatest rivalries of 2026, and I'm here for it. I don't know if they're acting. I'm just here for it. If there is hatred in real life, I'm here for it.
It is.
Okay.
If you're a Ring of Honor fan, you know the story. You know the whole story about the T-shirt thing and how CM Punk disrespected him. When he came back, he made a joke. When Kevin Owens went on Twitter after he faced Stone Cold, he put a picture of like, I main evented WrestleMania with a T-shirt against your dream opponent. You know how close. You know how close Kevin Owens is with the Young Bucks, and you know what happened there. AEW with CM Punk and the Young Bucks. So it's the stuff the stuff they said on Friday. This was the first time. So like I asked you earlier, I think this is the first time they face each other.
Yes,
ever.
It's the first time.
Yep. Please don't mess this up. Please don't fumble at the goal line.
I'm not even holding my breath at this point. I'm not, because they did enough this year anyway. So let's move on. The second one is Zilla Fatu loses the Hog Crown Jewel title as WWE debut. Speculation continues. So thoughts, prayers.
Good luck.
I certainly hope that whatever he decides to do, it's what's best for him, and I hope he has a successful career. We all know how we feel about Zilla. Like, Zilla's a cool ass dude, you know.
Yes.
So to hear that he's going there, I mean, we all know eventually what's going to happen. He's going to be, insert Anawai family member here, and bloodline continues. But at the end of the day, I just hope that they don't water him down to the point where he's not, where he's
like
actually, because we all saw what happened. Like, Jacob Fatu was a killer on the Indies.
Man,
now he's resorted to catchphrases and calling Jey Uso a punk ass.
Well, that's what WWE is. We already said it. It's entertainment first, then sport. It's called sports entertainment, but that's his stick. That was Zilla. We saw how it started with you, and this was his goal anyway. He wanted to finish his father's legacy. So, I say it's good luck, bro. See you down the road.
So we already talked about Jesse Green, so I just skipped on to that. I don't even think this is even worth talking about. I don't even want to talk about this.
What?
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about
this. I don't even want to. Yeah, Liv Morgan can.
She can fuck
go
off.
Be with your and we all know the reason why.
We can smoke.
It's outside of that, because like her and her boyfriend, that really kind of affects me, because they're basically being homophobic, and I really just don't have time to.
What I miss here?
It's just her boyfriend goes to a church where they have this thing about conversion of gay people, and from my understanding, it's a very I think painful. It's like how can I say this? It's like you go some form of torture, almost. Yeah, like the whole conversion. It's like, I don't know if they use like shock treatment, so I'm not exactly sure.
Let's just stop.
Yeah, I don't know what type of methods they use, but yeah, that's apparently they do that in that church. But yeah. So yeah, I'm not fucking with that. Carmelo Hayes returned to SmackDown, and he attacked Baron Corbin that recently won the Kirby USA Championship from Trick Williams. So yeah, I don't care. Just don't.
Baron Corbin is still an MLW Tag Team Champion, while he's the US Heavyweight Champion. Is mind blowing.
This used to be a dream match, but now it became a nightmare. Both of them have big boobs. Both of them have white hair, I guess, and I guess that's the only dream that you're gonna have, a wet dream. I think that's the only thing that you're gonna have.
Praise Jesus.
Yeah. So yeah, I just hate to break it to you guys that if you've seen the match on Friday, you'll see why I'm not taking this. Why I really don't want to talk about this.
I haven't seen this much botching from Jay since her beginning years in AEW.
Yeah,
that was a lot.
Yeah, Cam said that I love what Zilla is doing. I do feel that he still needs more work in the ring. He has the entrance. My skills promo is nice. Fan approval is there. I just hope wherever he goes, he gets more reps. Okay. This is what Glendale said. My boy Dom is putting up Curry stats. Wow, that's funny.
That's wild work.
Willis said that they are making horror movies out of the conversion stuff. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that. Crazy Lunatic, I'm hoping Melo wins the belt back. Okay.
Just get that furry skin off of it.
Yeah, that shit just is retarded. Like dead ass. Like
Karen, please.
And now Roman Reigns. Oh yes, this is exactly what I wanted to talk about. So Roman Reigns is pretending that he doesn't have a number one contender, and his bane is actually Opa Femi. But for some reason, they're playing with Mexicans now, and I guess that Mexican is going to be Penta at the end of the tunnel. But this whole situation where you win the King of the Ring and then you decide if you want to play with a white dude's balls in Minnesota. No offense, light skin. Talk about your thing like that.
No, because I'm not a white dude that's having his balls played with.
No. I ain't say that about your balls being played. I was just talking about your
giggity, giggity.
What?
But yeah,
I think we broke him. I think we broke him.
That's why I'm trying to get it back on track. But they for real fumbled Oba. They did. Play
already.
Yes. Yes.
Did you do a Gerber baby? Like what was that?
I said giggity.
That's Quagmire, sir.
Anyway,
Quagmire. You never really.
Did y'all have any comments behind this shit? Because this is really okay. All right, cool.
No, Penta's gonna win.
Yeah, Penta's gonna win, and Oba gets left playing with another white dude's balls in Braun Breaker.
I'm gonna move on now.
Damn.
Oh, Vince.
Damn.
Vince McMahon.
I mean, you already got balls around his neck. Now you got carried. This is crazy.
Shut up. Okay, so Vince McMahon will pay $42.5 million with the WWE / UFC merger settlement. I read over the document, but it's still in its final stages, so we probably won't know until it's finalized until like probably sometime this week. Either way, I don't give a fuck. As long as that motherfucker does not come back to WWE, that's all I really care about. So,
I was just about to ask, like, what does that like? Is he paying to get back in, or
no? I think he owes the stockholders money for this because they saw it as him trying to enrich himself, which is a stereotypical move of the top 1%.
Is that same like playing with himself, or like what is that?
See that right
is that the smallest violin?
What?
No, this is zero. I'm saying this is zero. You see that? Mm-hmm. That's how much money that's gonna leave Vince McMahon's bank account and go to those shareholders.
Seriously?
Zero. Yes, that's all coming from insurance. That entire amount is coming from insurance payment.
Oh wow!
He ain't paying.
So like he'll be broke after this.
No, he ain't gonna be broke.
No.
Insurance
He
is
ain't
gonna
be
pay
broke.
for it.
Insurance is gonna pay all of that. He ain't gonna pay nothing. I guarantee you. Unless the courts just say you ain't using insurance, you got to pay out of pocket, or they say you got to pay 20% out of pocket, which I doubt they'll do. He ain't paying nothing.
Gotcha. Okay. Thanks for clearing that up.
Really.
Let's move on to the next. We're almost done, y'all. And then we're gonna wrap up in that for our final thoughts. Survivor Series is gonna be in Houston. Don't give a fuck about that. Let's see who's gonna be the next face. Who's gonna be the next face of WWE? This is a very interesting topic. I think we're gonna talk about that on the cookout tomorrow. But who do you think is going to be the next face? Because it looks like it's Obafemi. It looks like all roads point to Obafemi going to go against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 43. But do you think, and I'm going to ask you guys this question tomorrow morning as well, do you think that WWE is ready for a black face to be the face of WWE, despite
No.
I'm about to say that's gonna be the shortest. It's gonna be the shortest conversation.
I mean, this is content, yo. So
when it comes to WWE, one thing is for certain: their face is going to have the Christian McCaffrey build, blue eyes, white privilege,
or Samoan.
Or Samoan,
because Samoan got that good hair.
Hey, listen, if they put Solo in that position,
get connected for free.
I wouldn't even mind, because Solo right now is hilarious as fuck, like highly entertaining. So like they put somebody in that spot, maybe it should be Solo, but Solo has been booked horribly over the last 3 years. So, and they literally killed his character.
I mean, it's you guys, but this is not a Vince McMahon owned company. There will never be a face of the WWE again. Not a single, not one person.
That is until they push Austin Theory.
The face of the WWE is forever. The face of the WWE is forever going to be, unless something tragically happens, Triple H, because he's going to be in all the posters.
That's right.
All the commercials,
gonna be all up in the videos
until they replace him.
Yes,
so he's basically the Triple Diddy.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Standing up in the middle of the ring, going, "Take that, take that, take that."
Wait.
Stop it!
Can you put that comment?
Take that.
Can you put that comment up? Joe said it best.
Hold on, let me put it back up.
Joe said a black man will be a face in Japan. And already happened.
Give me Kevin Knight.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on, Chris. Can you solve?
Oh my God! This
what? Chris, can you solve work hunger? Because my nigga, I've been starving for 2 days.
I mean, I give you some pineapple, but I finished it all.
Pineapples tonight.
I
mean, you got fucking light skins come talk about some Google.
I said pineapple. I'm not bringing up an Eddie Murphy stand-up special. Goona Google.
No, that's before you put the pineapples in your mouth. Like that. Yeah. Anyway, no, I don't give a fuck about the world, so I'm struggling myself. I only got 1 pan of pizza in the kitchen right now, so I can't solve world hunger, and I can't solve yours. I'm sorry, but I still love you. Thank you for being a subscriber.
My own hunger.
Huh?
I said I can't even solve my own hunger.
Period. Shit. That's why I'm still fat as fuck. But anyway, share some food. Share some food, Chris. I believe in you. Shut the fuck up. Anyway.
What's this?
Willis said that I don't think Oba will be the one. I think they will go with Braun. Nah, dismissed. We're not doing that. Jamarcus said that, yep, Trips is Dana White. He's always going to be there. He's always going to be in the pictures. He's always going to be in some porn and some other shit to go along with
And
it.
hey, he could slap Stephanie and he'll still have a job.
Can I say something about that real quick?
Go ahead.
Did already.
So what he's saying is likely true,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if this is what he's saying about Triple H is the Dana White of the WWE or the WWE thing.
Mm-hmm.
But my only issue with that is, and maybe Dana White made a mistake when he did it, but Dana White actually says he's running the WWE too. He said that. Those are his literal words. He's running.
When did he say that?
Yeah,
I'll find it.
Okay,
I'll find it.
And when you find it, we will be talking about that tomorrow because it'll be fun. It'll be nice to stay. It'll be nice if that motherfucker stays in his goddamn lane. Bringing in racist motherfuckers in his company and shit. That's find that for me, please. Yeah, so we can talk about that. Yeah.
What's this?
What's what? Oh, yes. So the Motor Machine Gun. They recently came back, I believe, last week, if I'm not mistaken, on Collision. So we didn't talk about it, because we really didn't talk about it because we didn't have a show that week. Any thoughts, prayers, anything?
I'm excited. This tag team division is first off, it's actually nice to actually see tag team wrestling in a company. And them actually showing focus to their tag teams. And we're seeing a lot more tag teams on these shows too. We see the Rascals, we see the Main, we see Dogs, we see, the Death Riders, we see FTR when they're actually on. Right now they've been taking a break because they've been working damn hard as the champions, But hey, I'm loving it. I love tag team wrestling, and so this is just great. Another new addition, and I can't wait to see what they do.
History will be made. History will be made. I'm looking at this team. They have done everything possible, and all they need is to win the AEW tag team titles. They won tag team titles everywhere they've been, so I'd love to see that. But you got to remember this: AEW was built on tag team wrestling. They promised us that. So
I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if they came from Texas, if they came from Madagascar or fucking Wakanda, came from wherever continent they came from. I ain't mad at them because they decided to take their happy asses over to WWE and thinking that everything was all nice and bright and all that bullshit. They can suck my dick as far as I'm concerned. I don't care about them being the greatest because if they were, they would have went to somewhere where they can prove their worth. They decided to go to a goddamn platform and they literally won a title and then went to catering a week later so they can kiss my ass. So but I'm happy for y'all. I'm happy. I'm happy that you're happy, but I'm not.
I like that you brought that up. Because
you wanted to suck and dick my part?
No, sir. No. No. That they chose to go to WWE first. And I believe a lot of people was probably still upset about that because we kind of missed out on some good matches from that time being. We don't know when FTR will come back. We don't know. That's a match I don't think that has ever happened. FTR against Motor City Machine Guns. And then also, again, like we always say, when y'all see Motor City Machine Guns, you gotta think of Motor City Machine Guns against the Young Bucks, which is gonna be a greatest hit match. Every time they do this in AEW, it's the greatest hits match, and everybody thinks it's gonna be the same way it was back then. No, it's gonna be a greatest hits. But we got opportunity here. We got them against other teams that probably never faced before. And then we don't even know how much time they got. Like Chris Sabin is working on a neck injury. Everybody forget this dude had 2 neck surgeries.
That's crazy.
I like the Motor City Machine Guns a lot. I am a tag team wrestling connoisseur. I've been watching and loving tag team wrestling my whole life. Tag teams, Motor City Machine Gun, all the other tag teams is the very reason why I never wanted trios titles, because I didn't want trio matches to get in the way of tag team matches. If the more trios matches you have, the less tag matches you have, obviously. So I just prefer there not be a trios division.
Most of their shows is trios. Like this, like we just saw Grand Slam was. What, they had like 4 trio matches.
I got you.
It's like that because they use the exact same formula as New Japan. They figure it helps build up specific matches to the pay-per-views. Like if you know Okada is facing Tanahashi, then Okada and members of Chaos are going to wrestle Tanahashi, and whoever the members of Chaos are wrestling alongside with Tanahashi. That helps get the pay-per-view over, so that, or their next big show over. They got that from New Japan, so
and build a story.
Logically, it makes sense.
Okay. Cool. All right. The last thing I have is it's going to be epic. Andrade, he got his ass whooped, unfortunately, by the returning MJF. He took his beautiful ring of destruction back, forcefully. Bloodied up Andrade, and they will be fighting pretty soon. I believe they'll be fighting next week, I believe, on Dynamite. But Andrade said in so many words that he's going to fuck him up the next time he sees him. MJF, he came back with the AEW championship that he lost. He said that Kenny Omega is a fake champion, and he has he's been entered into the Casino Royale, I believe, match at All In. And I believe this is what's going to happen. I believe MJF is going to win, and he's going to cash that bitch in that same night.
That'd be epic.
Because remember, they got a week, and I don't think this man is diabolical enough to wait. I think he's going to do it that night because he's going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Remind you, he has beef with Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
How diabolical that you're going to wait until his weakest. He's going to put his all in that match, and that is where Will Ospreay is going to be his weakness or his weakest. He's going to cash in. He's going to beat Will Ospreay, and them two are going to have an epic feud for the rest of the year.
Wait. So, hold on. He can't cash it in the same night. You got to give him a week notice.
That's
so
right.
That's a week. That's when it starts.
So as soon as he win the gauntlet at All In,
why not?
He's gonna wait till the next week.
No, he could do it that night. He could let Tony listen. I'm assuming it's probably going to start like that'll probably be the first match that starts, right? Then once he, assuming he wins, he goes back to Tony Khan and say, "Hey, I want to cash in."
If Tony
do that,
Mm-hmm.
if Tony let that happen, then Tony, you're a hypocrite.
If Tony, if that happens, MJF ain't getting out of that stadium alive.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Shawn Michaels got out of it alive when he was in Montreal in '97.
I mean, no, if you gonna say that, Shawn Michaels also did that in England too. We beat a British Bulldog.
I mean,
I'm reading this, and he mentioned Roosh during that promo.
Oh yeah.
Don't tease me. Don't tease me with a reunion.
Please bring him back. Please bring him back.
I mean, they were a ruthless combination. I'm not going to even front you. I'm here for it. But then at the same time, like Andrade is on fire right now. He do not need to team up with anybody. I want to see him by himself. I don't need him with anybody else right now. I guess I'm being that selfish, but like that's just.
He can lead the faction though.
I mean, unless he needs help. If he needs help,
I just want Roosh on TV, bro. That's all. I love Roosh. Roosh is my
guy. Unless he needs help. Don Callis family.
He don't need help. He can do it by himself. He beat like Mark Davis by himself barely, but and Mark Davis. Speaking of people that need to stay on TV, Mark Davis needs to stay on TV. He is like a drug nut. Like that man is just. He needs to stay on TV. That's all. I'm a big fan of his. That man knows How he
That
fucked
man,
up Will Ospreay. Oh my god. Like I thought he killed him. That
that
man
man said, I ain't no
powerbombed him in the
marginality.
audience.
That man said, I ain't nobody's marginality. Get out of here with that.
But y'all, that concludes our show tonight. So we appreciate each and every one of y'all for staying up with us tonight. Next week, me and Light Skin gonna have our segments, but we're gonna see what the fellas what's on their mind right now. You know, what's their final thoughts? So let's get into our final thoughts. Oh, before we do that, anything else that y'all want to add before we get into the last segment? No. Okay.
No.
Oh,
All right, who want to go first?
I'll go.
All right. Cool.
Yes, I went black and white. But anyway, this was like I said, this past from House of Glory, from last weekend, Ashe Wrestling, New Japan. We just said this has been a great first 8 months of the year for wrestling. And one thing we didn't mention, but I'm going to say it as of right now. My match of the year for right now, so far, is still Will Ospreay versus Swerve. That's my match of the year. We had some great matches so far, but that's my match of the year. And it's cool. And one thing I'm going to finish, I'm going to make sure this short and sweet because the fellas got something to say. It's cool. It's cool to disagree. It's cool in wrestling. Everybody's not gonna like the same thing. We know this. It's just like life. You don't like the same football teams. You don't like the same basketball teams. You're not gonna like the same wrestling companies or wrestlers. But respect is not. It's not expensive. Respect is free. You have to pay much. It's free. So, that's all I gotta say. Learn how to read the room. Especially, I give you a little warning shot. Pum pum. When you're in the cookout, learn how to read the room. I'm dead ass with y'all. Learn how to read the room. I almost crashed my truck 3 times laughing because y'all don't know how to read the room. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm done.
I was gonna say something, but I'm gonna go on to the next person. Thank you, Enforcer.
You probably know what I'm talking about. That's all.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. No.
Take off my shirt.
Don't you do it. Go ahead, Miss.
I thought we were doing it next, but that's okay. Go, Mid-South. Go.
I'm looking forward to All In, but I honestly don't have anything to say. We took a week off, and that week sucked with us not being online on the air. So I am just happy that we're all back. I miss you guys. I miss the comment section. I'm great, and I'm glad that the hashtag Heels for Life podcast is back.
That's it.
Yes,
that's it. That's enough.
All
right. So I mentioned this earlier. With Unagi Sayaka actually working with Rossi Ogawa after Ogawa made some comments about Unagi not being able to lose belly fat at her age. I understand that professional wrestling at the end of the day is a business. And sometimes people change, plans change. Eventually you have to suck up your pride, and if you want to do business with that person, great, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you. But make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. And make sure that you're doing it in a way that you don't lose your dignity or self-respect. At the end of the day, I'm happy for Unagi Sayaka, but I still don't trust the Hat Man. And at the end of the day, I'm like this because there was a certain individual who said that he left the business because there was a place that made him sick. And now he's back there. So, again, I get it. Pro wrestling's a business. But how you choose to conduct your business will affect how I look at you as a human being. With that said, I better take off this shirt so you don't get mad at me like Kevin Owens.
Oh.
Okay. All right, everybody. So, first of all, on behalf of the fellas, thank you so much for getting us to past 1,000 subscribers. Once again, we will be having a celebration show in 2 weeks, pretty much close to All In. So that's going to be an awesome time for you guys, because you worked hard and you definitely stuck with us, and it's been a journey. But we're about to go into a new journey, and I'm saying it's not going to be easy, but we can get it done. Just got a couple of announcements to make. We're bringing back the favorite show. We're bringing back Wrestling Debates and Catering on August 20th. So it's going to be a new time, new date. We're going to be on Thursdays instead of Tuesdays. With my boy, Mr. DJ S. Dot, the Mr. Analysis, and I am the voice. So just letting y'all know that this is going to be a different format. So it's not going to be like how a cookout. What we're going to do is we're going to bring in one caller at a time. So we'll probably have side by side, and then we'll bring up the people like one person at a time. I think the mistake was the last Wrestling Debates and Catering. It was epic. Don't get it twisted. But I want to bring something like more so like a first take type of shit, and bring a different feel to TikTok or whatever. So we're ready to rock and roll. It's going to be fun. New season, new people, new attitude. That's definitely going to be fun. The next thing I have is the cookout. The cookout is going to be tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. We're going to have some of the topics that we was talking about today or this evening. We will be discussing on the cookout tomorrow. And and once again, shout out to you guys. You guys are fucking awesome. My team, I love you guys. You guys have showed that your dedication is like absolutely unbelievable. And also, I do want to put this out here too. Y'all creativity, I love y'all growth. I love y'all creativity. That is what I wanted. I've been seeing the growth, and me and Ziggy are definitely proud of you guys. So definitely keep up the great work. But yeah, until that time, y'all, I will see y'all on the cookout. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed weekend or work week. And we'll see you guys next Sunday. Why I never can find this intro.
H4L in the building, we don't play. Welcome to the show, somebody hit the play. We loud every night, every day. Step inside the ring soon as you press play. Press play, press play, press play, press play. H4L, yeah. H4L in the building, press play. H4L in the building, we don't play. Yeah. H4L in the building, we don't play. Welcome to the show, somebody hit that play. We loud every night, every day. Step inside the ring soon as you press play. Press play, let the power ring out. H4L, let the whole world shout. From the ropes to the mic, we don't fade away. If you ready for the show, go and press play. Press play, feel the crowd go wild, turn it up. Let it run full mile. From the ramp to your app, we just came to stay. If you rockin' with the squad, let it press play. Mic check, 1, 2, this is how we ride. 6 mics, 1 ring, hoes in the side.